Hi guys, happy Witchy Wednesday. So, alright, yesterday was all about, what was yesterday all about? I forget. Oh, debunking ZoZo. So, alright, I really yeah, I really did. I watched a very, very good video last night on the astral plane and how exactly these creatures or entities get created. I don't know exactly who did the video, but it was very old. Very, very old. So, I don't know, I'm going to try to make a few more people wake up and realize that this is fucking dumb. Get over it. Get over ZoZo. He's not real, he's fake, he's made up. Anyways. Alright, let me find the video for you guys so I can tell you what to... I mean, this really goes in depth about how our thoughts actually literally create ZoZo and why it sticks around. Because I have people ask you, okay, it's called Occult Lecture. Magic and the Astral Realm. The Astral White Light. It's free audiobooks. So that's what I got for that, but it's really, really good. So, especially for trying to explain ZoZo, the fake ZoZo, not ZoZo, because we've already established that ZoZo is the sigil for what? Saturn, right? So, alright, so we've covered basically, okay, the musical thing, the wannabe rock stars, the missing magic and messing with the darker magic and messing with the Ouija while on alcohol and all these different mind-altering substances which do in fact make your aura look like Swiss fucking cheese, and boom, you're conditioned to believe that he is real. So that's the reason that he keeps popping up for people. So it's been put out there for so long. So really it's like a social cancer. A social sunburn. That is what ZoZo is. He's not real, but he's still a social sunburn that has been imprinted and left here for us. So in the astral realm, it's made a print, an imprint. Somebody, whoever, gives it power. I know the people that keep giving it power, which is ridiculous, and I think people should stop it. Stop giving it power. Therefore, it will go away. Freddy Krueger. Nancy turns her back on him. All his power leaves. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. If it doesn't work, you still have ZoZo sunburn. So, just keep telling yourself, transform that being. If he comes to you, transform it. Get rid of it. It's an alchemical process and it can be done. You can transform ZoZo into something positive for yourself. And it's incredible. And you don't have anything else to worry about. Getting on the Ouija board? No. Lower beings? Well, yeah, of course. So, get over it. Get over ZoZo. He's fake. Someone made him up. And I have a pretty good idea who. But seriously, people, get the fuck over it. It's so old. It is so old. It's stupid. So, alright, the astral plane. This is where ZoZo resides, the astral plane. And here is a really cool article that I really like. It is by astralvoyage.com. Thank you for this amazing article, because it does. So, somebody asked, what is the astral plane? So, this person, here's a response to a good question. The question from the reader, what is the astral? Is it a part of the universal consciousness? An alternative dimension, the spirit world, the collective electromagnetic energy of the earth, the unified subconscious of man, heaven, and hell. So this person's response. So, alright, heaven and hell are really just astral planes. So, separated by vibrational frequencies. So you can also say that earth is hell because it's so low vibrationally. All the torture, the hatred, ZoZo, we vibrate at a low level on earth. unless we are spiritual beings and we are trying to raise our vibrations to connect with our guides. Instead, people connect with lower astral beings like ZoZo, and thus giving him more energy and more power to become even more real. Stupid. Very stupid. Stop it. I want to see ZoZo gone. I want to see him completely gone. It is so stupid. Everybody needs to wake the fuck up. Seriously. It's sad. It's very sad. People keep dwelling on it. And I am dwelling on exposing ZoZo. So there's a big difference. So social sunburn of ZoZo. You all have it. I've even got it. Well, I do to a point, but I know he's fake. I know it's made up. So, alright. Along with the lower astral realms and the higher astral realms are heaven, because they vibrate at very fine rates and are quite gorgeous. But the astral has only 7 levels. And then you start getting into the higher planes of existence, mental, Buddhic, etc., which is where the collective unconsciousness or universal mind might exist. Everyone uses different words for these planes of existence: heaven, hell, collective unconsciousness, etc. Spirits live in the astral realm, and when you leave the astral realm to the higher realms, you are consciousness. That is your consciousness. And have no vehicle like the physical body or astral form, although you can elect to appear in form. Robert Monroe talked about how he would see a blaze of energy, and that energy would turn itself down and appear as human. So you are simply conscious energy at that point. So that's the point where you are in a deep meditative state, and you don't feel your body anymore. You know you're you have no form, but you feel euphoric and blissful and peaceful. The equivalent to nirvana, I would say. So raising your vibration to a point of you don't feel your body anymore. That's the higher realms. That's what I do before I go into a Ouija session. I don't stick down here, if you know what I mean. I don't stick down here. I rise up. My energy rises and it vibrates higher and higher. So that's why I don't get ZoZo. That's why everybody's like, why do you not get ZoZo anymore? Because I don't believe in him. I think he's fake. I think he's fake. He's made up by a person, which is true. So, okay, you are simply conscious energy at that point. All things are vibrations, whether light or sound. So the physical realm is just different vibrations, or coarser than the astral, the mental, and so forth. So we are here to learn and love, and as we do, our vibrations raise, which is often when you can start to tap into the different planes of existence. So, love. Love. That's all you need is love in your heart to rise above fucking ZoZo. And I know it doesn't help with my vulgarity, but it needs it. Seriously, it needs it. Vulgarity is needed. Profanity is needed within the ZoZo context. So, where did I go? Okay, the more you meditate and astral project, the wider your frequencies become, which means you can go to higher planes of existence. This person says, when I project, I can pick up on radio and TV frequencies and sometimes see or hear what some other people cannot. So when you die, you migrate to the portion of the astral plane that you are attuned with vibrationally. Hence the whole concept of bad people go to hell and good people go to heaven. So you literally, you create your own heaven, you create your own hell. So when you're dying, if you are thinking, oh my God, I'm dreading it, you're going to go someplace pretty bad. You're going to create that in your mind. And hopefully you can rise above all that. And I honestly, seriously don't know how it works on the other side. I'm not an expert, but I do know just a little bit. So focus on rising above. If you know you're dying, I would definitely focus on purity and love and family and ancestors and just the good and love and just kindness and compassion. It seriously gives me goosebumps thinking about how just all the love there is out there in the Ouija community. And then there's the bad, which makes me, well, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's not a good thing to, especially for children and kids. You obviously, kids, the teenagers are the main reason for keeping ZoZo alive, as well as a few other people. But so, yes, basically you create everything in your own reality. Everything in your own reality. So say you go and you astral project. Okay, you're in the lower astral plane. You're thinking of ZoZo. It's in the back of your head subconsciously because it's subconsciously sunburned into your skin, into our culture. That is what ZoZo is, a social sunburn. You're gonna get it. You're gonna invite that energy into your life. Just by simply reading the book, The ZoZo Phenomenon, you're inviting that energy into your life. So you have to go at it in an objective point of view. Objective. Look at it from 50,000 million different fucking ways, if you possibly can. I have been looking at it for so many years, and I'm finally coming to my conclusions, which I love sharing with you guys. So, alright, if you saw the higher astral planes, you would never know why it's confused for heaven. Or you would know why it's confused for heaven. For it is simply beyond words, and it really is. You have euphoric experiences. It's incredible. Your body, you don't feel your body anymore. You feel pure love, and it's so cool. It is so cool. That's the only way I can describe ascending into a higher state of consciousness, or a different dimension, or the higher super subconscious mind, the universal mind, or as pagans and Wiccans like to call it, the Akashic records. I guess. But I'm not bashing Wiccans, because I do have a lot of Wiccan friends, and I love you guys. So, but yes, if you guys reach that point of vibrating at such a positive and just amazing level, you can rise above ZoZo. You can actually find him in the astral realm. Find him. Go look for him in the astral realm. Call him. Look him straight in the eyes. Straight in the eyes. And tell him, fuck you. Fuck you. You have no power. You have none. You have no power over anything in your life, in my life, in your life. You're nothing. You are... Now fuck off. Or sod off, if you're British. So, any way to get rid of him, that's my way. That was my way. You have to have a strong will. You have to be mentally strong. And obviously, I've been told by a lot of people that I am, and I don't believe that. But to the people that tell me that, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that. I wish I was a bit stronger than I am now, but stuff happens. So, the astral realm is also known as the emotional realm, because it reacts to our thoughts. That makes sense. Not only is it an astral counterpart to the physical world, so the astral counterpart of a chair would exist in the astral, but it is also what we think about. So a lot of mental debris exist in the astral, which is why everyone gets so confused while projecting. This is not all levels, though. This is the lower level. The higher levels don't seem to have the astral thought matter that the lower and mid levels do. So people think that they are not astral projecting, despite the unmistakable separation process, because they see the objects in the astral that do not necessarily exist in the physical. So they question this reality. The fact is, they are real. They are astral projecting. And the astral realm can seem quite jumbled at times. And we humans are not the only entities that exist in the astral as well. So, what does that tell you? What does that tell you about thought projection, human conditioning? What does that tell you? When one person asks you, for a large number of people to take part in an experiment. You are only ZoZo, for instance, you are only becoming a part of the problem, which I think is great, because I'm not part of the problem. I have risen above it. I am no longer vibrating. Sometimes, yes, I do vibrate at a very low level because I get pissy, but I'm human. So, a lot of people don't admit that they're human. So when you admit that you're human and you make mistakes, it's very liberating as well. So the astral, it's not just a playland for sleeping or projecting humans. It can be structured like physical life, where people do go to classes or even work on projects of their choice. So, let's see. Alright, astral projection, thought experiments, and astrophysics. Seriously, it's good. It's good stuff. You guys need to really research this, because it's so liberating. And I really, really, really want this shit to be gone. So astral projection, thought experiments, and astrophysics. I love astrophysics. I would love to go to school to become an astrophysicist. I think it's great. I think people, rational minds, we need more rational minds in the world. Rational. Very rational. So, alright, here's just a little bit of the astral thought forms and experiments. So, for as long as I can recall, music has been a big aspect of my life. As far as my emotional state, it has this way of invoking emotion in a way quite like nothing else can compare to. One thing I always wanted to learn was the piano, which up until recently I haven't been able to play as well as I wanted to. That's strange, because I've been using the piano lately. Alright. Now where'd I go? Okay. I guess it was this this aspect of how much you want something versus how much you imagine it that led me to the current situation. I'd often imagine myself playing some musical instrument while listening to some song in my memory. That eventually and accidentally starts to project itself to the point that I can hear it in the frigging sky. As much as I try to focus on somehow keeping it in my own mind, it just so happens to manifest outward into the real world. ZoZo. Right there. ZoZo. It's perfect. Perfect example of ZoZo. So, what do you guys think? I think that makes a lot of freaking sense. Alright, so anyways. Okay, so blah blah blah. This person says, I apologize if anyone has heard music in this sense. It is really cool to hear that kind of music. People put it on YouTube, different like sounds from heaven, the bells and the trumpets being blown. It does not sound like that. It sounds completely different. It sounds like something out of this world. Because it is. It's very cool. Okay. Alright. This person says, da-da-da-da. Okay, one of my favorite things to imagine or project are thought experiments involving this person's favorite topic, astrophysics. So listen to this. Thought experiments. Projecting. Alright. Okay, I can picture exactly how the universe works, and have written a formula on how time itself theoretically works, which solves Einstein's theory of relativity. It's an ongoing thing which I've developed over time, with the first part of it, as I recall happened in 6th grade. Wow. I was explaining to my teacher that you could go from point A to point B being any distance apart, and that the only thing that was a factor was velocity. He said that there was a problem. You'd break every bone in your body under acceleration, and said he'd love to read a book about it someday. Guy wrote a book. Awesome. So, time volume theory. And no, not Valium as in a pill. Not champagne and Valium. We're not having a little Judy Garland cocktail just yet. Unless people decide to drink the Kool-Aid, because a lot of people have already drank that Kool-Aid. I'm joking. So, okay. Time volume theory. Volume. Basically, time itself is a whole separate thing when spoken in relation to the universe. Time, from this person's perspective, is more of a volume than a numerical scale, which moves one way. Einstein's theory needed space-time to be infinite, but due to the tools he had available, was unable to prove it definitely. So this person says, mine proposed that time is infinite, is finite, as it has to have a start and an end. Otherwise, there's no way to tell how much time has elapsed. So, quote, time which is finite, over the universe, which is infinite, by space, which is just a container, equals a relativity of 3 parts. Your observational time span, over time, variables which are mass density, mass velocity, and gravitational field, over an observed object's time span, unquote. There you go. ZoZo explained perfectly. Perfectly. A big aspect of today's current astrophysics view on the cosmos says that space is expanding, which it doesn't. Take a few things into account, primarily distance measured using redshift techniques. It measures via a star's luminosity, but in a way that proposes light travels in a straight line. That would be string theory, the string theory, which I really like. So, when you factor in that light has to go through dark matter and the warping of space around mass, that its trajectory path is curved. It would cancel out the aspect of space expanding and most likely would show that space is static with dynamic objects that move within its environment. Is that making more sense? I think so. I think a lot of people can wake the fuck up. Wake up, people. Wake it up. Okay, so a lot of what this person says, a lot of what I've learned over the years as a result of my passion for astrophysics has come from Isaac Asimov books, encyclopedias, and documentaries such as The Universe on the History Channel, which is very good too. The rest has come from pure thought experiments in this person's head when they imagine a set of conditions within a specific environment and simply imagine the outcome of the situation due to scientific, electrical, and mechanical aptitudes. It's explained. There we go. ZoZo is totally debunked. I'm not doing it. They're doing it for me. Okay, so a few years back, when I first started to learn about my psychic ability, the first thing I did was explore deeper into the realm of my imagination, which led me to some amazing discoveries. In addition to some theories on how life and the universe worked, in theory, of course, I definitely look forward to experiences as I hone my abilities and push myself to explore new horizons, with the only limitation being those I impose on myself. Quote, some people look inward for inspiration. I prefer to look upward. BD/SB. So, I like it. So yes, that's the astral, all about the astral projection, and you can get this at astralvoyage.com. This is all about the astral realm and how ZoZo is a complete, somebody imprinted him. He's being fed over and over. He is definitely a lower astral being. So obviously there's some truth to it. There's a little bit of truth in it. A mix of different deities, different demons, different daemons. ZoZo is an eclectic pot of shit. That's what it is. That's what he is. If or he, she, because it has so many different freaking forms that people, Nana and Mama and Zaza, not Jaja, Zaza. So, alright, I want to really read to you guys this reading I did last night too. I'm really glad that you guys like these readings. I don't know where the fuck it went. Could be on my other page. I don't know. Let me find it. But it made perfect sense as to what ZoZo was. But yes, definitely look up astral. The astral realm. Search and research the astral realm about ZoZo. Conjure him in the astral, in your imagination, and make him go away. Make him going away. See us as a society, as a Ouija community. See us, all of us, everybody, Karen, all of us, Marla, Mr. Walker, Allison, AG, all of us that use the board for good, to enlighten ourselves, to grow. Do that. Go into the astral. Find ZoZo. Confront him. Tell him to go. Tell him to leave the Ouija alone. It's not his. But people keep attributing the board and ZoZo, the board and ZoZo. So I don't think it's ever going to, I don't think that Sunburn is ever going to lift. Which is terrible. It's very terrible. Oh, hi Jen. Yes, I opened my Facebook up and Jen, Saska, sorry. Saska. Aw, I love your posts. I do. They make my days. They do. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. I love sharing our readings together. It's very positive. It's a very good thing. As Martha Stewart would say, it's a very good thing. Alright, so the reading I did yesterday, it made a lot of sense, especially about social Sunburn and ZoZo. Alright guys, oh, people are putting memes of Ouija boards on my wall. No offense, but if I die and no one uses a Ouija board to keep me updated on memes, then I will legitimately haunt all of you. That is true too. So, you guys know how to contact me. Thank you. Thank you, my daughter. Hi, thank you, Angela. I love you. Alright, I love that. It's funny. Alright. Okay. I'm trying to find the reading from yesterday. Here we go. Okay, it was the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Sun. And this all related to ZoZo. To me it did. For me it did. I really, really saw... Where's my... Oh, see more. Okay. It really hit. And it made me realize how ignorant people are. How ignorant people really are. And I'm only 31. And there are people much older than me doing this. Using the board for this misuse. So, alright, this was the daily reading, the energy of the day yesterday, but it actually confirmed more to me about ZoZo. So, the Ace of Swords. Okay, a sword bathed in brilliance symbolizes the element of air. In psychological terms, air is the medium of mental activity. Swords signify conquest and power. So the triumph implied in the Ace of Swords is not the kind that is won by battle. All aces indicate pure elements, energy before it is given form, in combination with other elements, energy on a symbolic level. The Ace of Swords indicates the power of the consciousness to cut through obstacles and see into its own nature. ZoZo's you. You have to get rid of ZoZo. ZoZo is for me now, he's taken on the role of emotions, negative ones, negative happenings. It's just another name to scapegoat and blame. So you have got to get that power, that mental energy, and get rid of him. Social sunburn. Stupid. So, Buddhism describes the mind as being empty. That is, as having no absolute nature in itself. It is like the sky. We believe in it. We believe that we see it. But it has no solid, graspable nature, no real attributes except what we assign to it. ZoZo. Perfect. That's a perfect example right there. Okay. It is empty, like a cloud, or like a rainbow that shimmers in beauty and then disappears. What we normally call mental or intellectual are only products of conditioning and vary from being to being. So how are you guys being conditioned today? Are you being conditioned with negativity or positivity and higher vibrational beings? I hope the latter. So, okay, the concept of the mind is truly perceiving itself is as paradoxical as an eye looking at itself. In fact, there is no mind to see or be seen. Our self is only a bunch of qualities assembled for a short time, a lifetime. This word of wisdom allows us to cut through the attachment to a limited ego and to find the luminosity, clarity, and emptiness of the natural mind. So, in a relative or psychological sense, the sword indicates mental concerns such as reason, study, contemplation, intellect, and ideas. So, the sun, this is the one that really got me. I love it. It makes perfect sense. Perfect freaking sense. Again, wake up, people. Wake up. There is no ZoZo. He is fake. And that is a fact. Everything has been made up. We attribute everything. We give gods. We created all the gods. Some of them. So the sun, let's see. Okay, the sun has been worshipped throughout history, and no wonder, for its very light can nurture or destroy mortals. Unpitying sunlight forms deserts and wastelands. The depletion of our natural subshield, the ozone layer of the atmosphere, has made the rays of the sun more cancerous. So, archetypically, the sun represents the ability to reason, to assess facts, to be objective. The rational mind is a valid, valuable part of the human psyche, but the light of reason can be a merciless ray. Intolerance for foolish sentiment, as well as hidebound academia, rigid philosophies that codify a flawed status quo, the ideal of the self-sufficient complacent, man-made, are examples of social sunburn. ZoZo. An over-solarized society is less inclined to sympathize with those who are down and out, and more inclined to rationalize stinginess and alienation. What doesn't fit into the culture's rosy self-image, will be mocked or suppressed. Lunar types arouse mass psychosis. Mass psychosis. That's a lot to think about. The heat of solar passion often disguises rational solutions to social problems, energizes mobs to act on the lunacy. So guys, what do you guys think about that one? I'm taking those as facts. I have researched so much. I have researched ZoZo in Tibet, nothing. ZoZo in Persia, nothing. ZoZo in all these other countries, Bulgaria, Hungary. There's no ZoZo in Hungary, none. No ZoZo in Romania, no ZoZo in Italy. The only thing that is close to ZoZo in any culture is Saturnus. So, again, wake up. So if you're getting ZoZo on the board because you have been conditioned to believe it, And you gotta break those chains, just like Christianity brainwashes you and conditions you to think that, well, you're born into sin. No, you're not. That's bullshit. You're born with compassion, and compassion only. And that's a fact. That's a psychological fact. Everything that I have spoken is psychological fact or theory. Astrological, astrophysics theory. So it's up to you guys to make your decision. People ask, well, ZoZo keeps coming to the board. You've been conditioned to believe he's real. You've basically been brainwashed. It's the sunburn. It's sunk into you. So go into yourself, your inner demon. Call on ZoZo. Call him in the astral realm. Imagine. Just be, lucid. Just close your eyes and imagine. Go into the astral realm. The lower astral plane. I'm actually seeing hell right now. A cave. It's a cave. There's no fire, nothing. It's cold. It's very cold and there's ice. Actually, no. Yeah, it's icy. Go in there and just tell ZoZo, find him in your mind's eye and get rid of him. Get rid of him because he does not serve you. He does not serve you. It's like the devil. It's just superstition, urban legend. And I am sure if we can all do that as a Ouija community, to banish that shit, do it. Do that simple exercise. All of us that use the board for the good, for the better, you guys know. All of you know. The ones that use the board for the good. So, call on Kronos. Get on the board. Call on Saturn. Be specific. Be literal. Or Saturn is going to take everything that is going wrong and it's going to flip it around and it's going to make you face it. So, again, categorizing ZoZo with ZoZo. No, ZoZo has nothing. There's nothing there. It's like a cloud. It's like smoke. Smoke and mirrors. Sad to say. But it's the truth. It's fact. My fact. My truth. And as far as when I did talk to ZoZo through the board, I am sending that board out as soon as I can leave the house. I have got some issues going on lately. I was asked, Philosophy of the Stars. I was asked by him this morning, Philosophy of the Stars. So, is ZoZo's fake? Everybody that's talking to ZoZo, are they actually talking to their selves, basically? In a sense, yes. Yes. You're conditioned to think that he's real. So therefore, what you're going to think about the most with the Ouija is what you're going to get. Simple. So yeah, basically, yes, it's that energy that has been imprinted, making you think that you're actually talking to ZoZo, mind over matter. So yeah, I would say yes. I was basically talking to myself, or a thought form, one of the two. So, interesting stuff. Interesting. But then again, still, get the book. The ZoZo phenomenon. Research. And find out for yourself. Do what I'm doing. Research. So, that's my Witchy Wednesday, guys. So, within the ZoZo within the astral realm, the lower astral realm, and ZoZo is a social sunburn because we've been conditioned by too many people. So, if we can all do that one little simple exercise where we visualize lucid into our astral dimension and find ZoZo, conjure him up, banish him, take away his power, do anything you want to him. Take power, take control, and happy boarding, as Karen and Marla would say. So, if you guys want real, actual, good, solid information that is of source, Karen Dahlman, Marla Martinson on the Ouija. Their books. Karen's books, all her books are amazing. Marla is one amazing woman. And the entire Ouija community. So, just be careful. Watch your thoughts. Watch thoughts. Check your emotions. Don't bring baggage to the board. But do get rid of ZoZo. Do go into yourself and the astral lower temples, astral lower levels, and find him. Get rid of him. Banish him. So, it's very, very simple. So, it's just everything, it makes perfect logical sense, opposed to, I've already covered the magical part. I'm still in the magical part, but I am kind of delving into quantum physics and a bunch of other different theories and theologies and philosophies and ideologies. So, ZoZo's fake, he's a thought form. Get over it. That's all I gotta say. So, alright guys. Whew, that was a lot. I feel better. So thank you guys for listening. Alright, I love you all very much. Very much. And I did do candle mass. I have it posted on my public page, facebook.com. Ryan, Occult Specialist. It's on there. So if you guys want to join, be happy. Feel free to join. And I know some people have already started, so my candle mass will start tomorrow morning, very early, at 8 o'clock. So, alright guys, I hope you all have a great day. Astrovoyages.com, check it all out. I will be having more shungite items. Swear to God, something just fell. Probably a piece of lint. I will be having more items soon from the shungitestore.com, and I'm really, really, really excited to still be working with them. It's amazing. So, alright guys, I love you all very much, and thank you guys for watching, and happy Witchy Wednesday. So, all my love goes out to everybody. All positivity, love, kindness, compassion, empowerment. You guys know it. So I love you all very much. And everybody have a great day.